Yes, hello, welcome back everyone, Newcastle Fans TV, hope you're doing alright. It's the weekend, the weather is absolutely scorching, hope you've been enjoying it. Oh, we can't cope, can we? We cannot cope. We have some transfer speculation, but also Tino Livramento has spoken out about the claims and links to Manchester City. Let's get going everyone. Yes, hello everyone, hope you're doing alright. So I've got the Mac in front of us and we're going to run through some of the rumours. And I do want to start off with straight away is Tino Livramento has came out and he's been asked the question with his links to Manchester City. Now, he's gone on to say, on the terms of Eddie Howe, I'm in constant contact with the manager. He has just said to keep focusing on what you're doing now and what you're doing well. So I think having that relationship with someone that is obviously such a big figure in what I've done so far, it's an amazing thing for me. On the City speculation, he's gone on to say, I'm very much focused on what I'm doing here. I don't know anything about that. Being away with the under-21s is my main priority. I'd like to stay in the moment and just focus on what I can do to help the team now. So, yes, it's probably a little bit of a generic answer, but he's being asked the question and he says that he knows nothing about it. Obviously, he is heavily linked to Manchester City because they are looking at getting another right-back. I just can't see that happening with Newcastle United selling him. Why would they sell one of the top stars who's going to go on and be in England regular in the next few years? Obviously, Lewis Hall on the other side, he'll be coming back from injury. I cannot see it. I really just can't see this happening because he's on such a long-term deal as well. And how much would Newcastle sell Tino Livramento? And also how much would Newcastle then need to go and replace him, especially with Trippier at his age as well? You're going to have to sign more or less another first-choice right-back if you were to sell Livramento. I just can't see it. Newcastle, what they do well with the youngsters, and I'll include Isak in that as well because we will talk about him in a minute, is that we'll tie them down to long-term deals. It's not like a short-term deal, where if you're hitting over the age of 30, that may change, but Newcastle's target in the last few years is to go and get up-and-coming players that Eddie Howe can improve, and he's improved so many of them. I just can't see us selling to Manchester City unless the player was asked to leave, but I just can't see it. He's got a fantastic relationship also with Lewis Hall, so that's one of his best pals at the club. But also, we are proudly sponsored by NordVPN today. Now, NordVPN, I have signed up for this because I'm going to be guaranteed at least 4 Champions League away ties. I'm going to Singapore and I'm going to South Korea as well. I'm protected because I use public Wi-Fi, especially in hotels when I'm on the road as well. So if you're going abroad, do it. Get yourself signed up. This is an absolute bargain that you can get from us. There's a link which you've seen already on this video and you'll see throughout the video, nordvpn.com/Newcastle fans. It's just £2.31. I'll say that again, just £2.31 and you get 4 months extra. Absolutely class. As you can see, they do loads of stuff, such as they can scan fake shops. They can look at scams. They'll protect you from malware being downloaded on your devices. You can change your world location. There is an absolute ton of stuff that you can do with NordVPN. So they are proudly sponsoring us. We are proudly to have them on board with us for the next couple of months or so. The link is in the description and, of course, you can see it on your screen. Now, Alexander Isak. So, with Isak, now there was a lot of speculation in the last couple of days with this, but Fabrizio Romano has already said that it's looking difficult to try and get Isak to Liverpool. I don't think that's going to happen. He's got 3 years left on his deal. Newcastle have just won a cup and the Champions League. Yes, Liverpool fans have been in with comments the last couple of days. If Liverpool come calling, he will go. I don't think so just yet. That could be another 12 months or so, but I think Newcastle getting the Champions League is so important. I think we've got to start doing that on a regular basis. And also, Luke Edwards put a fantastic article out. Basically, just relax. He's not going anywhere this summer. Yes, there'll be a lot of speculation. He's a top talent. He's going to be linked to these big clubs. We won't be surprised if it's Barcelona or Real Madrid next. But yeah, let's just relax. Alexander Isak isn't going anywhere anytime soon this summer. Now, I want to touch upon a couple of transfer rumours that are flying about as well. So the first one being, and this one isn't going to go away, is Dusan Vlahovic. Now, he's currently with Juventus playing in the Club World Cup. Now, according to, and I'll try and pronounce this, Ilbian Conero, I think I've done well there. They claim that he doesn't want to join Jose Mourinho and Fenerbahce. He's holding out for Newcastle to come in. Now, Juventus allegedly, according to this article, want around 25.7 million, which is about 30 million euros. He scored 15 goals this season. Now, his second choice, that is a great buy, 100%. But the reason why Juventus want him off the books, he's on ridiculous high wages. Again, we go to that old question again. Are Newcastle going to break the bank? When is the first £200,000 player coming? It can't be that far off, especially if we're playing Champions League every season. So it's so important that we get that every year. But Vlahovic, second choice, would I take him? Yes, 100%. 15 goals, that's decent return. If you can do that again, the second choice, hey, we're all laughing. But it's the wages. The fee is really low, but it's the wages. How much truth is in that? Small amount. I think there's a small amount in that. Next one, Julien Laurens, who's on everything. ESPN, the Club World Cup. He's also on TNT Sport. I see him on there. He's everywhere at the minute. So he claims that he claims that the Toon are keen on Belgian hotshot Malik Fofana, who scored 11 goals for Lyon. Now, this lad is talented. They want over 40 million. That's what they value him. Cuts in from the right. Comes in with his left foot. Similar to all the modern day wingers. I don't know too much about Fofana. Easy for me to say. And I think, look, it suits the profile of Newcastle United because he's young. He can come in and be developed. But I've already done a video on right wingers who I would like to see come in. I would have Bakayoko ahead of Fofana. And I've done a top 5 right wingers on the channel just a couple of weeks back, so do go and check that out. But I don't know too much about him. Any user who watch Liga and get in the comments down there below, is he worth 40 million? And he's 20, Belgium international. Let us know. Right, and then the last one is that the Chronicle claim that Newcastle are keeping an eye on Kelly Kuhn, the winger from Celtic, who scored a whopping 21 goals last season, which is quite incredible. Yes, it's the Scottish Premier League. Some Scottish Premier League players do come in English Premier League and do absolutely fantastic. Off the top of your head, you're thinking, who's the last big star? There's one at Liverpool, plays centre-back. I mean, he's not bad, is he? So it can be done. And the Germans, as I say, tons of goals, cutting in from the right. It's interesting that the Chronicle says only valued at 15 million. I think that's wrong. I think that's low. I think that Celtic will want a lot more if they were to sell him for the figure of 21 goals. 15 million is really low. It's a cheaper option, they say. If it's 15 million, you're snapping your hand off, aren't you, surely? Because that is a bargain that you can possibly get from Celtic there. But how much truth is in that one? The fee, nothing. I think it's a lot higher. Could be some little bit of truth in it that Newcastle are watching them, yes. But we'll have to wait to see, I guess. And also the club, you might have seen this, that they've announced the friendly against Espanyol. If you want to get there, you're going to have to be fastest finger first. All the tickets go on general sale straight away from this Tuesday coming. So get your tickets. You can't hang about. I think everyone will be queuing for the first couple of days on that, so make sure you get your tickets. So Espanyol La Liga side will play the day before we'll play Atletico. So as you know, going back to NordVPN, get yourself protected because obviously if you go on any of these trips away, Newcastle's pre-season have Celtic away, then we're across to Singapore for the friendly against Arsenal, then we're over to South Korea to play Spurs and South Korean best 11, and then we come back over and we'll play Espanyol on the Friday, and then we'll play Atletico for the double header for the men and women's the very next day. So Newcastle are unlikely to play a full squad on each game, probably first 11, second 11 mixture, and then a lot of under 21s on off the bench. But there we go, that is your wrap up, everybody. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Get yourselves out in the sunshine because it is beautiful, and drop us a massive like on this video, and we'll see you soon here on Newcastle Fans TV.